It's a new week in the MLB, and we are ready to kick some ass and make some money. Are you with me? What's up, everyone? My name is Chris, and you are now rocking with the 5-2 podcast. We are a daily baseball betting show that touches on just about everything you want to know about Major League Baseball from a betting perspective. Today is Tuesday, May 16th, and we have found 4 selections that we absolutely love scattered across this stacked MLB board. For those of you who are listening to the podcast for the first time, welcome and thanks so much for tuning in. Let me take a second to explain how we run this betting show different than most. Each episode, we give you 4 MLB selections. We give you a side, a total, a first inning prop bet, and a wild card selection that can be anything that's widely available to be wagered on, such as home run props, pitcher strikeout props, anything of that nature. All our bets are tracked and they're linked with a Google Doc sheet that's linked in the description. Give it a click if you want to follow along with the day-to-day record. If you guys haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so now so you don't miss any future content. Now, without further ado, let's get right into tonight's 4 selections. First play we have for you is our side selection, and we're taking the Detroit Tigers on the money line, minus 125 over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Look, the Pirates are a great story for the first month of the season, but now as we approach mid-April, they've simply fallen flat on their face. They've managed to win only 2 of their last 13 contests, and they've essentially hit a wall with their offense, scoring just 2 runs or fewer in 10 of those 13 games. They now got to face a pitcher in Michael Lorenzen, who has fared well over his last 2 starts, giving up a combined 2 total runs with no home runs in that span. If he can continue his upward projection, the Tigers' offense, who has scored at least 5 runs in 8 of their last 12 games this month of May, they should be able to get to a pitcher in Luis Ortiz, who is making just his second start of the season. Give me the Tigers at home on the money line, minus 125. The second play we have for you is our total selection. We are taking the over 7.5 runs in the Washington-Miami contest. The odds are minus 115. Look, this is a low total here is thanks in large part to playing in Lone Depot Park in Miami. It's such a pitcher-friendly ballpark that it's kind of sickening. But these 2 offenses come in, swinging a hot bat, and we expect them to tag each pitcher here in this contest. The Nats are coming off 2 high-scoring games, and they tax their bullpen in each one of those contests. And we know Josiah Gray is not going at least 7 innings in this contest, so we were definitely in line for some late runs here today. As for the Fish, Jesus Luzardo has been hit hard over his last 4 contests. He's given up 4 home runs in that span, but the offenses have bailed him out time and time again. The offense has scored at least 4 runs in 5 of their last 7 games, and we see this game as being a 5-3 final or better for us. Give me the over this low total at 7.5 at odds of minus 115. Next play we have for you is our first inning prop bet, and we are taking the no-run first inning in the Seattle-Boston contest. The odds for this are plus 105. Look, this may be a sketchy bet, and it might be the sketchiest first inning prop bet we give you all season, but if Nick Pivetta can get us out of the top half of the first inning unscathed, Luis Castillo will bring home the goods in the bottom half, and we will cash this ticket. Pivetta, he's the wild card in this one. He gives up a ton of home runs, but the Mariners are in the bottom third of the league in terms of home run hitting, and they don't hit very well for average either. They're ranked 29th overall in the majors. If Pivetta can at least be a serviceable pitcher in the top half of the first, keep the Mariners on their toes and guessing what pitch is coming first time through the rotation, we will be okay in the top half of the first inning. As for the bottom half, Luis Castillo, he's been a beast this season. He's got a 2.70 ERA and a whip under 1. He's been lights out. He strikes out a ton of batters, and the Red Sox simply don't put up a ton of runs either. The no-run first inning here at plus money is hard to pass up. No-run first inning, plus 105. Final play we have for you is our wild card selection. We are taking the San Diego Padres team total over 4.5 runs at odds of minus 115. Look, this is a steep price to pay for a team that has not hit the 5-run plateau in 5 straight contests. Barring a Monday breakthrough explosion, this video is being recorded prior to their game. That could change. But this is a game that the Padres must have in order to either A, break the losing streak that they're on, or B, continue the momentum from Monday's win. Either way, going up against Brady Singer is a surefire way to break out of a slump. He's been brutal this season so far. He's giving up 14 walks in 39.2 innings pitched. He's got a 7.71 ERA and a 1.54 whip. He's given up at least 3 walks in 3 of his last 5 contests. He has no command. He doesn't strike out a ton of batters, and teams are able to make hard contact against him. The Padres, they have talent abundance throughout the lineup, and this will be the hardest lineup that Singer has faced so far this season. And I expect the Padres to break out in a big way if they haven't already did that on Monday against a worse pitcher in Brad Keller. Give me the Padres team total over 4.5 runs at odds of minus 115. That wraps up the 19th episode of the 5-2 podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you want to help support the podcast, please drop a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the podcast episode channel, and share this with your friends on social media. The next episode of the 5-2 podcast will be available Tuesday night, and we'll be talking about Wednesday's MLB slate. Until next time,